What is going on, guys? JT43 here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a really quick and kind of shitty way to fix bumper fitment. I'm getting a little sick and tired of this. If you watch my channel, you know that when I did my conversion, my clips never really matched up, and I made another video of me actually replacing the bumper clip inside here, and still I cannot get my bumper to fit correctly. So this here is supposed to be up like that, but it sags tremendously. It's just so far gone that it's just not even like this tab is starting to bend up. So it's just gone. So if we come over here to this side, I've already kind of patched it up. Now this is the method I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna tell you straight up so that if you don't wanna do it this way, you can just click off this video now. But I'm going to pretty much be screwing into my brackets from the outside of the bumper, kind of mating them up and then using license plate brackets to hold them in place. I did the same thing with my side skirts over there, and it helped tremendously. It's been almost a year since I've screwed those in, and I haven't had any problems yet. I don't recommend doing this to a good looking car. This is my daily, and I've had this sign on for over 3 years now, so that's why I really just want to fix this fitment without buying a new bumper, because I just got this bumper painted, so I'm not really trying to order another one. So this is my quick and easy fix with the bumper still being able to come off. A lot of people on YouTube will plastic weld this together, but the thing about plastic welding your bumper together is like you're gonna have a really hard time getting that bumper off when it's time to do like any maintenance, or if you have to get the bumper off for some reason, if you're gonna have to cut it off, and you can mess up your quarter panels doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna be showing a quick, easy way to basically fix bumper fitment, and you can see over here. So I'll compare the sides real quick. So this is what we're looking at on this side. You can see it's completely off. And with that, I was able to fix it up nice. Once again, you can follow it if you want to follow it. If you don't want to follow it, you don't have to. But anyway, let's get into it. So real quick, the things that you're going to need to do this is you're going to need a Phillips, whatever your car came with, to be honest. Some license plate screw covers to make it look nicer. A longer bolt than what comes factory on the bumper brackets themselves. So these are the factory bumper brackets, and obviously these are for when it's inside the bumper. But now we need a screw that's going to be able to reach the bracket from outside the bumper. Now this is definitely overkill, and I go a little bit more of this in detail when I'm actually at that part, but this is literally what I had like laying around my house, so I'm just using this guy. You're going to need a drill of your choice. I always use this guy. It's a low torque Craftsman. It's really good for small like projects like this, and it's, you know, very low torque, so it's good with, you know, not really stripping anything or anything like that. And then you're going to need a actual drill with a drill bit that's the size of whatever screw you're going to be using. So yeah, this video is mainly intended for, you know, beat up TCs, not really clean examples. I mean, you can say that I have a clean example, but in my eyes this is still POS to me. I mean, I love the car, but I need a quick fix. So the first thing we're gonna do is take out the Phillips that's right here. I actually have it inside right there. It's just a Phillips screwdriver. You just take that guy off. You could do it one side at a time. You don't have to take the bumper off to do this. And then after that, you're gonna come over here and take this Phillips screw out. So you can just grab a Phillips screwdriver. Simply just gonna take this guy off. Okay, so once you have this Phillips out and you have the Phillips up top out, you're gonna go ahead and just pull on this edge here until it pops out. Pull it out just like that. So once you got it out, you're gonna go ahead and just kind of sag it, and then you're gonna take these two Phillips heads out. Okay, so once you have both Phillips out, what you're gonna do is you're going to have to remember where the holes are. So I'm gonna put my finger, I'm gonna actually put the camera right where the hole is. So right smack in the middle is where the hole is. And then when I lift the bumper, right smack in the middle where my camera is where the hole is. So then I'm gonna have to mark it. And then you don't have to be exact. You might have to fish around there in the with the bolt to figure it out, like figure out where the hole is, and I'll show you exactly what I mean, but I'm gonna go ahead and mark it. So once again, the hole is right there, and I see that it's there. It's hard to do it with one hand, but I'll try and do it with my shoe real quick. So the hole is right here. If I lift the bumper up to where it needs to be, the hole is still right where my finger is. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this area right here. Okay, so this is exactly where I mean, right? So the hole is right here. And so then when I pushed it all the way up, now the hole is going to be right here. So I went ahead and made a little mark in my bumper so I know exactly where to drill. And then you're gonna go ahead and do it with the other side. So once again, the hole is right there. When I move the bumper up, the hole is now right exactly here. And so you wanna get it close, you know, you want your fitment to look nice, so you're gonna mark it depending on where you want your fitment. If you want a tighter fitment, obviously when you bring her up, you're gonna go a little bit more down than where you anticipated to get a more tighter fit. I'm gonna go ahead and do this side really quick. So once again, right, hole is here. When I bring it up, the hole is now right in this area, right? So now when I drop the bumper, the hole is right there. So hopefully that makes sense. So now I have both of my marks. I have a mark here and I also have a mark here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to line my bumper back up and then I'm gonna go ahead and screw those in. So now for screws, I'm literally just using whatever I can find. This is a little bit overkill. This is extremely long, but I mean, to accommodate for the space that we're using, because the stock screw kind of looks like this, right? Or the stock screws look like that. And this is definitely overkill. You don't have to use this big of a screw, but this is all I have on hand, and I'm so tired of this bumper just like rattling and jiggling in the wind like that. So I'm just using whatever I can find. But so now that I have my screw, I'll go ahead and line my bumper up, and I'm gonna take my drill with just a normal size drill bit, and then I'm gonna widen the hole so that it takes less stress off of my actual drill, and it makes less paint spider cracks when you're actually drilling it once you have a pilot hole. So I went ahead and made my pallet hole, and now what I'll do is I'll grab my drill, I'll grab my screw, and I'll go ahead and drill that in. But before I actually do that, this is where the kind of neatness of this video comes in. So what you'll want is some license plate brackets so that you can basically slide this through the screw, just like this. So you slide it through the screw, and then once it's screwed in, you can put this black piece over it, and it kind of makes it neater than just showing a bare screw. Okay, so now I have my first screw in, and I definitely have a little bit of spider cracking going on, but once again, I'm using a really overkill screw, and it's hiding most of it with the cover. So then when I put the black cover over it, it's gonna hide it. But now that I have this screw on, which the fitment is already looking really nice, it's looking so much better, especially in this area too. There's always gonna be a gap here because, you know, it has to clear the tail light. But the gap is already looking good. So now that I have this guy in, I'm gonna go ahead and drill my other one over here. Okay, so now that I have my 2 screws in, and so the word of advice I'm gonna give you is it's always gonna have this little circle effect in the paint, but the paint itself, you don't wanna obviously go too deep, because when you go too deep in, it'll kind of create cracking, and then it will kind of create more of a big hole. I'll show you the mistake I did on the other side, but if you just go nice and smooth, and as soon as the screw makes contact with the bumper, you stop drilling, it'll look obviously like a lot nicer, and it won't give as much as a you know, dip in it. But like I said, I'll show you what I did on the other side as a mistake. But now I'm gonna go ahead and put the black brackets on, and then we'll see the difference that it made. So starting off on the right hand side, it definitely made it a little bit better. Obviously this is still a huge gap, but if I'm being completely honest, it's on me, because I let it go like that for a while, and I shouldn't have, because what happened was this is all messed up inside here. This is all bent up from it sagging down constantly, and same thing with this guy in here. You can see that the tabs are bent up because of how long I've left it like that. I should have addressed this way faster, but I didn't. But anyway, this is now looking nice. It's not drooping all the way down like it was. And now this over here, this guy at least did his job. That looks a lot better than what it was before. And like I said, this is like the really quick, fast, janky way to do it. And then once again over here, kind of the same story. It's a little bit better than the other side. But yeah, I let it go for so long that it started bending the tabs up because of the bumper constantly sagging and just hitting all those potholes, and the bumper just jumps and then slams back down. It's gonna do some damage. So my results came out because of how I neglected it. Hopefully you get better results than me if you are gonna decide to do this. But once again, janky, quick way to get your bumper to look better. The fix in total will be get a whole new bumper and to get new brackets, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't feel like doing that at all. Anyway, we're gonna finish it up, and we're gonna go ahead and put this guy back in. It's pretty much just the Phillips head with a little washer on it, and that guy just goes there. And then to wrap it up, we're gonna go ahead and put this guy back into the hole right in here, and then after that you're pretty much done. All right, so yeah, that is pretty much the finished product. You saw how quick I got it done. I'm literally doing this in front of my friend's house, so it's not even like it took me that long either. And yeah, it's definitely an improvement. Definitely looks a lot better than what it did before. And yeah, once again, janky way to get it done quick. If you did enjoy the video, or if to stop chatting anyway, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.